Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. Then it's Junior. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5, down low. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. And some question marks for Zion Williamson and the Pelicans moving forward, Shams. What is your sense of how attached to Zion the Pelicans are right now?
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. But there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williamson?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is staying healthy. If we see a healthy group, a healthy Zion Williamson for the entire run of the playoffs, that's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants to see.
Here's Messi. Pass to Junior. Drives to the hoop. Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the 3. And the Grizzlies with possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. The first player that coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch. And burst. You have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Bane after the made shot from Junior. Jackson misses. Williamson looking it over. MP outside. Clock at 6. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, when Zion is hitting jumpers, it's almost unfair.
Morant against Murray. The pass to Jackson. Over Williamson. Good on the 7-footer.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city to visit?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy them a lot.
Those are the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped a 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been here.
They love their games.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Outside, Bain. Over Junior. Bain with the bucket.
Kind of a rare spot for Bain, but he's a true shooter, so he can get it dialed in.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Williamson missing.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
The kick out to Bain. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Murray for 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. The 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jaren Jackson. Here's Junior. Last game he had 13. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation, whether you want to call him Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Grizzlies, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, a game behind.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
Yeah, it's frustrating everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. There was this idea that they might struggle, but I think the reality is starting to set in.
Bain kicks to Wells. Jackson with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bain. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
At the offensive end, Bain has put in the work, and he is a true force.
Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it's sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in, and a change for the Pelicans. McCollum's checked in. Junior kicks to McCollum. Over Bain. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Pelicans trail by 8. McCollum finds MP. To McCollum, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
It's a low life. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Pippin's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Junior, following the basket by John Morant. Charity stripe shot. The offensive rebound. Memphis leading by 10. Stolen by Jones. MP outside. It's Olynyk atop the key. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And here's McCollum for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Jones against Morant. To the wing right side. To the inside. Stolen by Jones. Here's Junior, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of it.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Gigi Jackson comes in for Wells. And Vince Williams subbed in for John Morant. The Pelicans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. It's Pippen on the wing. He's defended by Alvarado. Jackson looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans,
Here's Murray, still without a basket. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Sharon Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edie in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Junior. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Bain. Fires for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bain's got 7 points.
He used to catch defenders off guard with his range, but now everyone knows that Bain is a marksman.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And here's Junior. 9 points in the game so far. Deep 2 from Murray. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bain, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, okay, I like his aggressiveness, but the defense was waiting on him that time.
You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories, so to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Here's Junior. Kicks it out to Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Williamson's got 5.
And the rare 3 from Williamson. What a confidence booster that could be.
Bain against MP. Over Junior. Bain, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They trail by 9 points. Bain against MP. Kicks it to Williamson. MP against Bain. Murray for 3. And Bain pulls it down. Bain's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Murray, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. McKinney picks one up.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
And so Murray nails both of them.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of speed and smarts to make trouble on both ends of the floor.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion. Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. Murray against Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Count that one. And that's 13 points for Junior.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Payne for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Payne against MP.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Memphis ball. Here's Heaney. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality, adding some more attention to detail defensively, and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season. All right, a chance to check out some stats for Junior. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in steals, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Floats it up for Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those Zion dunks shake the floor.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant scanning the floor. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And So it's Memphis. Their lead at 15 going into the break.
The Grizzlies, 64. The Pelicans, 41. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance Team.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. Then it's Junior. And it's Messi in at the 5. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Junior the pass to Murray. Back to MP. Outside for Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
To the paint. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Murray. And that's 15 points for Junior. Memphis leading by 17. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
The second Bain touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Williamson dishes to Junior. Stolen by Jackson. Bain against MP. Bain, and it's blocked. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Morant against Murray. MP left side. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. Murray's got 6.
Confident from this area. Murray uses that mid-range quite a bit. Rare for someone his age.
Morant passes to Bain. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Murray kicks to Junior. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Morant against Murray. On the wing, Jackson. He's got 11.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
MP outside. Outside for Murray. A 3-ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Messi. Scoreless thus far. Going inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Junior. On up the court, and Williamson gets it to go. He's got 11.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Memphis leading by 13. Outside, Bain. House contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Pelicans trail by 16. Murray dishes to Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Akini picks one up.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And the Pelicans making a change here. And he's good on the second. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Pass to Wells. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. You look at Junior, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Showing flashes of just explosive scoring ability. When called upon, he can put buckets up in a hurry.
Here's Morant. Good work there as it goes. Morant. Got 6 here in this quarter.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
MP outside. Out left to the wing. Guarded by Jackson. The shot missing. Memphis leading by 17. And Bain, the bucket on the assist from Wells. Bain's got 21.
Powerful move by a power guard. Bain.
Pass to Nisi. Murray against Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This player personal foul.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Sacramento, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Pelicans trail by 17. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Nisi. The deep 3 from Murray. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Edey. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Wells. Bane inside the three-point line. And again, Memphis no good. Pelicans trail by 17. Murray the pass to Junior. Pass to Messi. Doesn't go that time. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Williamson, the pass to Junior. Kicks it out to Williamson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes the...
So it's the Grizzlies now. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bane, and the shot goes in. Bane's got 11 in the second half.
What I love about Bane is how efficient he is, and it's because he's a high IQ player.
MP looking it over. It's on target from the high post. Junior's got 19 points. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Morant outside. Outside, Bane. 5 to shoot. Jackson kicks to Bane. All 3 off the mark.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
The dish to Murray. MP right side. Pass to Messi. New Orleans moving it around. Drills the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, with his attacking style, Williamson spends a lot of time at the foul line.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And so MP will bring it up for the Pelicans. The 11-footer, and that one goes long.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. We'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. On the wing, MP. And even 3-on-3 break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Pass to Messi. Murray outside. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Bane. Junior the pass to Murray. And it's good, 2 points.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Outside, Bain. Three-pointer. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Desmond Bain really making a difference here.
He just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Murray against Morant. Murray, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both free throws good from Morant. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to Murray. Brown the pass to Junior. Back to Brown. Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Here's Morant.
Junior.
Outside, Bain. That shot missing. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. MP outside. On the wing, Brown. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. Again, the Pelicans score. And here are the Grizzlies now. Now, here's Bain. And it's Junior with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. On the wing, Brown. There's the pass to Robinson Earl. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Guarded by Bain. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. For 3. Here's Heaney. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Bain against MP. Clock at 4. Back to Murray. Lets it go with a 3. And no good. Morant with some nice D. Aldama with the ball. Jones covering. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Inside. It's stolen by Aldama. Morant right side. To the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
MP outside. In the corner, Murray with it. And again, no good by New Orleans.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Second team foul. At the line for Memphis.
Oh, good on that one.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Gigi Jackson comes in for Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And Pippen subbed in for Bain. Knocks it loose. And another turnover here by New Orleans. Grizzlies making a switch here. Puff's checked in.
Grizzlies, Jay Huff.
Now, here's Pippen. He's defended by Alvarado. Poked loose. MP against Pippen. MP inside. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Checking in for the Pelicans, number 17.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Poked away. And stolen by Junior. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. Over Williams. And again, no good by New Orleans. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Pippen kicks to Williams.
New Orleans foul. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for two, Williams.
And Williams drops them both. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. MP against Williams. Pass to Jones. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assisted by
Junior's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Memphis has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Passes it to Jackson. Over Jones. Jackson misses. The Pelicans have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Rebounded by Jackson. And for Memphis, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Trey Murphy's checked it. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm
We are here celebrating the community at the 2K TV wrap party, and we want to extend a very special welcome to Miss T. Welcome to NBA 2K TV. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing well. I see you're repping your squad. Tell us a little bit about your jersey.
I'm wearing that SGA jersey. You know I'm repping OKC as my favorite team.
I love it. And today we're going to be hopping into the W. And we're also joined by two of our 2K TV teammates, Blake and Brian. How you guys doing today?
Doing really good. Excited to play the W online. Always some fun action. And I think we could get a win right here.
Yeah, looking forward to getting carried by Miss T.
Yep.
You guys have a nice mixture of a trio of builds here. I think the defense is going to shine in this game.
Nice take, Blake.
All right.
Off to a hot start. I love it.
All right, Miss T, we'll ask the professionals here. What's some of your thoughts on the W mode and how?
And welcome to 2K. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. They've got C.J. McCollum, Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Junior, and it's Misi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Stan, we got a lot of great athletes on the floor tonight. How do you think it'll play out?
Well, both teams want to run, so in that case, a lot of it comes to which team wants to run back on defense. You can't just outrun people one way. There's going to have to be a lot of intelligence and patience out on the floor tonight.
Outside Hart. The three is up. Misi grabs the board. Junior with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Brunson defending. And it's Brunson with the rebound. And the Knicks with possession.
And you hope this early foul doesn't persuade his aggressiveness.
First team foul.
Williamson against Hart. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by New Orleans. McCollum looks around. The shot won't fall. The Knicks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him, but you can try to contain him, stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here is Junior, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game, just 5 to shoot. McCollum's shot is off, and so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Still without a basket in the game, coming off a win against the Hornets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Williamson left side, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
New York ball.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Oh, stolen by Junior. McCollum outside, lets it go. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
So comfortable off the feet. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
Here's Brunson. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Anunoby covering. Junior up top. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a...
And it's Williamson with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. They've got Josh Hart, also OG Anunoby out there. Achua is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Kolek in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Fade away to create some space. New York leading by 20. And here's Brunson. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Williamson against Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. 2 points. That one goes.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Out to the right wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, a rangy defender and a knockdown spot-up shooter, Coach. A lot to like about Trey Murphy.
There sure is, Brian. He had the knee issue last season, which was a bump in the road. But for a mid-first-round pick back in 2021, his development overall has been beyond encouraging.
High flyer and a great shooter. What a combo.
Well, he doesn't get to the line all that often, but Murphy is nails at the stripe.
Here's Brunson. He goes up again, and it's good on the lay-in. Brunson's got 8.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Junior outside. Pass to Williamson. To the right side. Anunoby covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And last year, Coach, the Pelicans winning 49 games, their second most ever.
Yeah, Brian, but despite that, they got swept by OKC in the first round, and that just tells you how difficult the West is. New Orleans was the 8th seed. In the East, they get the 3 seed.
Now here's Anunoby. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte. Over to the left wing. Here's Achua. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Pelicans trail by 21. Pass to Junior. Out to the wing. Here's Williamson. Offensive board. Misi. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Brunson against Junior, and Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Timeout called, the Pelicans, and this game, the first chance they've had to see New York.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. Makes it a bit of a mystery.
Oh, no question. Because these teams only play twice a year, this game will mean a lot more to them.
Now here is Junior. Pass to McCollum. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pelicans trail by 21. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. On the break. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Knicks making their last shot. Here's Williamson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at Bridges. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Now here is Junior. Pass to McCollum. Fires for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. McCollum's got his second basket on the night.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Here's Anunoby. He's got 7. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Clock at 4. Shot from 16. Second chance effort, and it's good for 2. Misi's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Achua passes to Anunoby. Knocks down the long J. Anunoby's got 10 points.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help him win a lot of games.
McCollum on the wing. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Tries yet again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now here's Brunson. 10 points for him. A step back shot. No good.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Junior with it. From the elbow. Here's Misi. Achua with a rebound. Knicks leading by 20. Now here's Hart. 14 points for him last game against Charlotte. And that one's good. Brunson.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. And he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Now Junior. McCollum outside. Takes a three. No luck on that one.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this good.
Hart passes to Brunson. From the stripe. Another one falls for New York.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Hart. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Fires the three, and again... York with the triple.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Junior against Brunson. They need this. The putback. It's good on the putback. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Junior. Pass to McCollum. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Junior's got 3 assists now in this one. The Knicks have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Here's Brunson. And that one's good. Brunson's got 20 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
On the wing, Junior. Brunson defending. Back to Junior. Fades back. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there. New York has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Here's Kolek. And the shot goes. Kolek's got his first 2 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Junior outside. McCollum outside to the paint. Shot clock at 5. MP inside. Brunson defending. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. New York's shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Pass to Robinson. Bridges outside.
First half, 2 minutes.
And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got 14 points for the game.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
On the wing, Jones. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. So it's New York in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Junior. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Misi in at the center position. Here's Junior. After the basket by New York on the other end. Over Brunson. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Well, last season, New Orleans finished with their best record since 2009. Stan, they went 49-33.
Well, you have to credit their roster construction. They've got 3 guys who can average 20-plus points, along with a lot of very solid young defenders, and these guys are only getting better.
Now here is Junior. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the inside, McCollum. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Junior's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the shot goes in.
Such a strong floater game. Just another part of Brunson's expanding arsenal.
43. McCollum outside. Back to Junior. McCollum right side. Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
Who got OG?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Bridges misses. Well, the Pelicans shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. McCollum, the pass to Junior. Poke loose. Back to Williamson. It's stolen by Hart. McCollum against Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Anunoby with it. And it's rejected. And here's Junior. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. McCollum against Bridges. Here's Misi. Kicks it out to Williamson. On the wing, Junior. Pass to Williamson. Junior, left side. Here's Misi. Brunson defending. 3 on the clock. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Williamson. And there's the lob. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Robinson. Outside Anunoby. Hard up top. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
New York making a switch here. Now Chua's checked in. Junior against Brunson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. You look at Junior, what an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to passing him.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And both free throws good for Hart. Here's McCollum. 9 points in the game. Pass to Junior. Back to McCollum. And here's Junior. Shot clock at 6. Back to McCollum. Down low to snap the cold streak. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got 9 rebounds now.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. The Knicks rebound.
Well, they're all over the offensive glass right now, and it's a big reason that they're ahead.
Junior with it. 6 points for him. To the middle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Third personal foul.
Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And the Knicks making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Hart passes to Achiuwa. Here's Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Brunson with the bucket.
A flashy ball handler at times. Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
McCollum on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
The free throw drops for McCollum.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar.
So both teams changing it up here. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class show. Starters were taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
We've got Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside McBride. Shots blocked. 4 on the clock. Anunoby passes to McBride. No good on the 3. The Pelicans have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Junior outside.
New Orleans foul. Number 17. Second personal foul. Substitution on the court.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stands since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets, all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
The Pelicans shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Here's Shaman, covered by Junior. Pass to Tucker. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
And here's New Orleans now. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Junior. Takes it inside. Brown with it. Junior outside. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal
And a
foul.
moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Raptors, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Here's Dadier. Pass to Brunson. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because Then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Now here is Junior. Drills the elbow jumper. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Takes one from 10 feet. Deflected. Now Junior. Off with the layup. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Anunoby can't get it to go.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle. You love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And the Knicks miss again. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. And he lobs it up. And it's Junior missing. And for New York, they're shooting 27% here in the fourth. Right wing. Brunson passes to Tucker from behind the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Now here is Junior. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get out of some... over salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Anunoby passes to Shamet. This one for 3. They get it back. Tucker. Soft touch off the glass. Tucker's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Now here is Junior. Again, Junior missing.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Robinson Earl. 6 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Payne's checked in for New York. And a change for the Pelicans. Jones, he's checked in for Brown.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Junior. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Brunson taking his time here. Here's the floater. Fast break. Here we go. Junior outside. Back to Alvarado. To get back on track. And And the layup is up and in.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Payne. Outside Anunoby. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance.
Heber Jones.
New York has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Brunson against Junior. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter. How'd they pull that off, B.A.?
Right? I'm not sure. A tremendous play. Here's Kolek, covered by Junior. Pass to Achua. The three is up. And Kolek gets it to go.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
112-76.
Now here's Alvarado. He's closely guarded. Over Payne. They get it back. They shoot again. Can't capitalize inside.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Now here is Junior. Defense is right there. Here's Robinson Earl. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Jalen Brunson.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Junior passes to Alvarado. Back to Junior. 5 to shoot. Alvarado outside. From downtown, good. And the assist goes to Junior.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Kolek, covered by Junior. Here's Anunoby. Pelicans cleared away. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. MP inside. Knocked away. Here's Payne. big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just was lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.